You're probably watching this because you're scrolling. Maybe you're even tired. You're unfocused. Your chest is tight, but you can't stop. Why is that? Well, I'm the same, and I've been working on this, what I would call an addiction to scrolling for years now, and I've been starting to give it some more serious thought, do a little bit of research, do a little bit of digging. And it's interesting what I have found out, and that is that the scroll on the phone was purposely invented, purposely created to addict us on the same level as drugs like alcohol, heroin, cocaine. And maybe that sounds harsh, but it's true. Hi, my name's Jules, and this is my YouTube channel called Rise with Jules, and I talk all things trauma, addiction, menopause, post-surgery menopause, and just anything that you want me to talk about. Drop your comments below. Love to hear from you. So today I'm talking about the addiction to scrolling. I think it's one of the newer addictions that people are starting to recognize since the scroll was created. And that scroll was created purposely to keep us online infinitely. And every time we hit the scroll, every time we go like this, that is sending a trigger to our dopamine, and it releases hormones that keep us hooked and keep us wanting to come back for more and more and more and more. And I have found myself over the years getting worse, even though part of me knows that it's not healthy, just like I know drinking is not healthy, and that is something that I've struggled with for decades, and in the last year and a half I've gotten myself to 90% alcohol free, and hoping to say 100% at some point in my life. But I'm taking one day at a time with these things that we get addicted to, and we keep doing them even though they bring negative results. So I'm going to talk to you about a little bit about the science behind it, what I was able to figure out, and some of the things that I'm doing moving forward that's going to help me. Because one of my biggest issues that I'm struggling with so much, and I think there's probably other people struggling as well, is bringing the phone to bed and sitting there. And I always say, I'm going to bed with my cup of tea and I'm going to read, and I grab my phone, and an hour later I'm still scrolling on my phone. So I want to talk a little bit about the science behind it, because I've always felt that it was addictive, and I've done some reading over the years about how when the scroll was created, it was created to keep people online as long as possible. But I never realized how damaging and how dangerous the scroll really is. And there's some research that's been done, and I just want to look at my notes for a second, and it's called the 3 C's of addiction. It's the control, the compulsion, and the consequences. So is what you're doing, are you out of control? And is there a compulsion to do it over and over and over again? And are you repeating this pattern regardless of the consequences? So for me to keep the phone out of the bedroom at night, I've come up with a 3-step plan. And will it work 100% of the time moving forward? Probably not, but I'm hoping that it'll work a minimum of 70%, and maybe I'll get better and better with time. So my 3-step plan is sensory is the first one, and that's just to go in the bathroom and wash my face, and that's triggering my body to calm down, for the anxiety to lower. And that is the first step that I take, is getting my body ready. My body knows that I'm getting ready for sleep mode, for downtime mode. And the second one, it's the replacement of the phone with fiction. I love reading fiction. I used to read nonfiction morning, noon, and night, and I felt that it wasn't helping my nervous system at all, because even though I love learning at night was keeping me wired, and not as bad as the cell phone scrolling, but it was still keeping me wired. So now I have a book by my bed that's fiction that takes me into a different world that I really, really enjoy, and it helps prepare me even more for bed. And then the third one is, before I shut the light out, I grab my journal, my Breathe journal, and I do a brain dump. Anything and everything that's in my brain that might cause me to start spiraling as soon as I lay my head on the pillow. Look, I don't have it all figured out. I'm still navigating the 3 C's. You know, control, compulsion, consequences. I've been dealing with those 3 C's for as long as I can remember with my alcohol addiction. I just didn't know there was such a thing as 3 C's. Now it's being used to describe scrolling on your phone, and it is as addictive as substance use. So which C are you struggling with? All 3? 1 or 2 of them? Is this an issue for you? Maybe it's not. If it's not, do you have it? Or maybe it was. Do you have some tricks up your sleeve for me? Do you have any advice for me and other people that might listen to this video and scroll down to the comments? I would love, love, love to hear from you. And if this video resonated with you, or you think that it might resonate with somebody else, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing. It helps me reach more people. You know, I love doing these videos, talking about things that matter to me, and yeah, I hope you got something from this, and please share in the comments below.